Hello YouTube, Great RJ1 here, and today, I was told that the Q&A would end November 1st, but I pushed back the date to today, so I will be even going over questions I have already answered that before this Q&A, just to get things more clear. So I'll be first going through comments, then through non-comments. So first off, on the Q&A video, nope. I know there's going to be some questions. What about the video afterwards? No. I'm going through each video I can to see any questions. So, someone asked game name, I already answered it, so I gave them the link. Now, Joni Chamberlain said, can you add my OC called Crispy, and she's green with red stripes. Sadly, if you want your OC to actually get in this game, you have to tell me if someone's breaking the rules, and then, or if I ask you to get it put in the game, which is pretty hard for you to get done. So for now, sorry, but you have to tell me if someone's breaking the rules in the game. So that was the first question, really. No questions on that. There are very few questions, so I do expect it to take a bit of a while. That one video I uploaded this month and it got no comments. Not even a comment from me. So, Joni Chamberlain said, what did the message say for the episode 4 of the Mid-Soda Railway? It was basically that I'm all better now, but basically what was happening was that I had actually hurt my toe and I needed to rest it up for it to get better, so that's why it was, and I wouldn't be uploading for a couple of days, and yeah, it did get better. So then Guyach Productions says epic video, so yeah, with the question, why did you not activate your Halloween picture on your YouTube channel? Now this, I have nearly replied to all these questions. I'm still answering them for the Q&A, just so there are some questions, otherwise it would just be the ones that aren't from comments. So the reason why I'm not activating it is that, one, I'm just not up to doing it this year. I'm going to do the special, which is already recorded. It's just scheduled to come out for the 31st. I'm just not going to change it this year. Plus I changed my profile picture to rocks just before October, near the beginning of October, or in October. So yeah. So keep in mind that what I'm doing is post the Q&A video. I went from the Q&A video, and so yeah. I know there's a question on the Final Engine episode that I did, so Now it seems like there's 3 questions here, even though there aren't, but I'm still going to answer them. So I'm making more episodes for season 3, so don't worry. Yeah, you do. So use Jason as much as you like. But I had made a new model for Atlas. It's not going to be there for non-admins or Game Pass owners. He's just an admin engine, and basically this just allows you to use Atlas with Stuart's face. So I'm not too happy how the American one turned out. His face is just too big. But yeah, so don't worry, there is that one in the game now. Now, I already explained this to Guyatch, but he asked why is this the last episode, an epic cool video. The episode 5 of season 3 was not the last episode. I think you have misread the title and thought it said the final episode when it's the final engine. So basically what it was that Jason is going to be the final new engine to arrive to the series. So we have no more engines arriving on the railway that will become official members of the railway. That's why it's called the final engine. So yeah, sorry if anybody got confused with that. I was not trying to get anybody confused. Now time to get to the top row, which I think there's pretty much less ones. So Joni Chamberlain, sorry, I don't know if that's how you say it, and he asked if MSR3 is out. It has been, but it's not going to be supported, so sadly it's not supported anymore, and yet very little work was actually done on MSR3 before it got cancelled, so sadly. So, yep, no questions there. I'm going over as many questions as I can, okay? So, now we're on to number 7, and I know I sounded like I was doing a live stream and I said as many questions as I can, okay? So, I'm going over some questions that aren't actually questions. So yeah. So Guyatch said, OMG, you added the water trucks by me, thank you. I actually didn't add the water trucks. I just recoloured the horse and cart trucks. That was on the Jim the Heated Water engine. Then Ivo Who Adventures said, I wonder if he would add a model of mine in this game, and plus the jars of water or containers. I didn't quite understand the last part of the question, but I'm just replied with containers. They are, I just call them tankers in the episode because I could not think of the name. And then I'm not going to add any other models. Like, I don't want to revamp a ton of models. Like, I want to keep some of the older models. Like, there was that point where all there's a ton of models and they weren't very good at driving / running, so I had to completely revamp them to what we see, to which was Jim. We see them more like Jim, and Jim was actually the first one that was made for the revamp, I'm pretty sure. And then all the other engines that got revamped sort of just were just recolours, changes, different faces for Jim and a different nameplate, so not too much of a difference there. Yeah, we got no questions on that one. Then finally, for the last video to check with any questions, which I'm pretty sure there isn't. So someone asked what is the game. I already sent them the link, so yeah, I sent the link to them 15 minutes ago, and I know that's not really important, but they asked it 5 hours ago, so I'm sorry for making you wait 5 hours. Now on to the questions that are comments. So, you know, I gave a shout out to Toy Foxy. Well, he asked me some questions, so let's get to that, shall we? So he said, so he asked me, okay, so if Denmark was in your Mid-Sodal Railway Adventures series, it's not Adventures, it's just Mid-Sodal Railway, would he have a character arc going from being a rude engine to getting into a crash and then becoming friendly? He probably would not, because that's already had a small arc with Bobby, and that was, and that's sort of basically a retelling, and basically the arc would be more like one episode, so it would just be a remake of an episode that already exists. So yeah, he probably wouldn't, but he could. So then he says, here's another one. What's your opinion of Stanley and Smudger? I basically prefer Stanley because, yeah, I prefer Stanley over Smudger. He's just more, in my opinion, more interesting, plus he has a bigger backstory than Smudger. But basically they're the same engine, so it's basically safe to assume that they have the same backstory. Like Smudger finally went to the mines and then he failed, and then the front mines flooded and the Mid-Sodal closed, and that's what happened with Stanley as well, so not too much of a difference. And then he said, here's another submission. You could have actually asked as many questions as you want, but literally no one really asked a question for the Q&A apart from this, and I've had to answer questions that have already been answered, really. What's your opinion on my OC Denmark? On his OC Denmark? I actually know very little about him. All I really know is that he's an OC of yours. We did, I think, a little roleplay that I can't remember, and then when Reed did the facts, that's all I really know about your OC, so I can't really so I don't really know, so, but I do think he's a good OC. So is there any other submissions that you did? No, so that's it for this Q&A. So I hope you guys enjoyed this long video. I know it's not too long, but still. And yeah, now shall I let you in onto a little secret, you could say? This Stuart was meant to be the original Stuart in this Stuart's place. Nothing's ever been altered about this Stuart. Apart, I think I might have done some decors on him, but I'm not too sure. I don't think so though. Yeah, he's still the same. Now, if you're wondering whether it's the wheels out of place, it's not actually that. The model actually has broke. The model broke in the studio, so then it ended up being like this. It's same for Jim and all the other engines with the wheels like that, with that used Stuart's model. However, yeah, basically what had happened was that the wheel would always fall off, and I'm actually glad that he's just now a statue for the show for people that want to see what could have been Stuart, because this Stuart was actually ended up being more accurate. I get that Stuart probably would have ended up being accurate, but I can't remember whether Falcon or Stuart was the first ones in the game. I'm pretty sure it was Stuart that was made first, so this was the first model ever made for the game that got broken, and it was actually the first model in the game. So yeah, that was a nice little secret that you probably did not know. And another quick little secret, this Theo fuel was actually a reference to one of my Adventures of Sodor videos. You know the Smudger arc where he's like taking all the engines and then they said they'd give diesel fresh fuel, and then at the end he reads the label and it says Theo fuel. Well, this was actually the reference to it. This is a reference to that video. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.